Hey guys, welcome one, welcome all. Monday night ERC training with Estrada Vega Capital. Guys, my name is Brock Bertolo. If you haven't joined us before, what we do on Monday nights is we talk about the employee retention credit and the opportunity that this supplies, as well as tips, tricks, live Q&A, whatever the case may be, to help you get better at the employee retention credit. So cool, guys. I don't want to sound like a beat drum up over here, just going over the same thing over and over again. But I do realize that new people watch this all the time. So let's start off with the number one question. What is ERC? So ERC is the Employee Retention Credit. And this is a credit given to businesses through the government. And this is done as a credit for basically having your doors open, employing W-2 employees, and the government will give you a tax credit in the form of a grant. Okay, so now statistically, 78% of businesses don't know what ERC is, and they haven't applied for it. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So what we've done is we've created a dashboard here that will allow you to actually get in contact with businesses, schedule a call, and earn commissions doing so. So our commission structure here for the employee retention credit is that anybody who uses our enterprise through Estrada Vega Capital, they earn a 10% commission for every single deal that they bring in. So if I'm talking to a 100 employee company who is, they've got 100 W-2 employees and they qualify, we could be looking at that business right there could be looking at anywhere from $250,000 all the way up to $1 million in that grant. And because you booked that call, you just booked that call for them to talk to a professional, you can actually earn 10%. So now that I've gone over, hey, what ERC is, guys, I want to go over basically the very beginning here when we're talking to businesses. So now let's say that I've completely signed up. I've got my account dashboard here and I'm ready to rock and roll. Understand that for me, let's say that I'm the salesperson here and I'm going into businesses, or I'm cold calling businesses, or I'm talking to business owners that I know. What my sole responsibility here, guys, is to get these business owners on a call. So my responsibility is not to qualify them, right? The only qualification that I should ask somebody when I'm talking to a business owner is, hey, do you have W-2 employees? Were you open in 2020? Okay. It's that simple. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and book that call for Bottom Line Concepts. And I want the professionals to take over. So it is really just a numbers game. That's all that sales is anyway, right? So the more businesses that I talk to, my goal is to get them to talk to professionals to find out if they're qualified or not. So how do I do that? How do I walk into a business and what do I say? So it's really simple here, guys. You just want to ask very simple questions. Have you heard of ERC? Again, going back to that statistic, 78% of businesses haven't applied. That's 78% of qualifying businesses that could get a grant, meaning that, hey, they don't have to pay back any money from the government, just haven't done so. Now, why? That could be because they don't know what it is. Maybe they're under the assumption that they don't qualify, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Okay, maybe they know what it is, but they've never had a conversation with somebody, and that's where you come in. So it's as simple as walking into the restaurant down the street from you, into a gas station, and saying, hey, have you heard about the employee retention credit? So once I get into that circle there with that business owner, the most common objection that we're going to come across when we're out here talking to businesses is that I don't qualify. Okay. So again, you do need to know some things as far as qualifications, but in no way do you need to be an expert about it. In fact, what I would recommend is that keep it short and simple. When we're talking to this business owners, cool. Hey, you don't know if you qualify, or somebody told you don't qualify. That's great. Okay. And the reason that I say that is because the business that I signed up 2 weeks ago, they said that they didn't qualify and they found out that they did. So what I want to do is I want to put you in touch with professionals. I want to put you in touch with a firm who doesn't charge up front. They've helped thousands and thousands of businesses, over 30,000 businesses, get back $6.5 billion in refunds from the government, those tax grants. And hey, let me just get you on a call with them. see for yourself if you qualify. Again, they're the professionals. They've been doing this for an extremely long time, and some of their biggest clients are Nike, Rolex, right? So if these massive companies are trusting this firm, then let's see what they have to say. There's no obligation. So again, here, my point is that I want to get these business owners on a call. I don't want to be the professional. I don't want to know the entire stimulus package. I don't want to know that, right? I just want to see if this business, hey, is interested in talking to me and is interested in potentially getting some money back from the government just for having W-2 employees and being operational. So another common objection that we're going to run across is, hey, I didn't suffer, right, through the pandemic, meaning that I didn't see a loss in revenue. Now, believe it or not, that doesn't mean that you don't qualify. There's a lot of different aspects that come into qualifying businesses, meaning that maybe they didn't see a monetary reduction. Maybe they saw a change in working hours, or maybe it was a restaurant and where they had inside seating, they could no longer have inside seating and they had outside seating. Okay. It could be that maybe people had to work from home, right? So it's any change in the operation, any change in hours, and of course, money, right? So a business takes a loss, then they would probably qualify as long as they have W-2 employees. So it's very, very simple process here. Again, all I want to do is I want to talk to these businesses. Again, I'd recommend starting off with business owners that right? Places that you frequent, your favorite restaurant, where you go get a cup of coffee in the morning, and talk to those business owners. Hey, I come here all the time. I got to say, you make an amazing cup of coffee. Cool. Hey, by the way, I live locally and I help businesses out. I want to know, have you heard of the employee retention credit? Oh yeah, you know what? We don't qualify. We got the PPP loan. Well, hey, I'm so glad you said that, because they actually revised this package months ago, and those individuals who weren't able to get the employee retention credit because they had already applied for the PPP or have already got that loan from the PPP, they can actually qualify for the employee retention credit. You can get up to $26,000 per employee. Now, what business owner wouldn't be interested in some additional cash flow into their business? Again, this is basically an unrestricted grant for the business owners, meaning for the most part, they can spend the money how they see fit for their business. Okay, so whatever, fill in the blank. This is an amazing opportunity, not only for these business owners, but also for anybody who wants to make an additional commission, who wants to make some real money. I mean, we're talking about it. If a company gets $1 million and I refer that company, I'm looking at a 10% commission for that. That's unbelievable, especially since I don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. I don't need to be that expert in the field. All I need to do is be the one that said, hi, business owner, would you be interested in a grant and seeing if you can qualify for a grant from the government? It's called the employee retention credit. Here, let's book a call with a professional, and when are you available? It's that simple. Again, our dashboard, our software here that we give you guys to use is an amazing tool, and you can do everything right within the dashboard. You can make it so that you book these calls immediately right there with the business owner. They get to choose the time. I mean, it's phenomenal. Here, let me do this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how easy our software is to use. And not only that, I'm going to show you some additional resources that come within our software, within our dashboard here, to make your life a little bit easier when you're going in and talking to these business owners. So let me share my screen here. Okay, wonderful. So we should be able to see my screen. So what I want to look at really quickly is our dashboard. So guys, now this is a mock account here, but it works out just the same. So in order for me to refer a business to potentially qualify for the employee retention credit, all I need to do is copy and paste this link. That is my specific link. And when I paste that in, all I need to do is put in a couple of pieces of information about the business owner and click begin my ERC claim. And when I do that, a calendar will pop up, allowing me to choose any time that I'd like. Okay, so again, it's very easy for the business owner. But what I really wanted to show you here is all the training and marketing materials that can be found here. So, if you're a self-educator, if you want to go out there and you want to learn everything that there is to know about ERC and how to sell it appropriately and how to talk to these business owners appropriately, everything's found right within here. Best part, guys, I'm more of an audiobook guy. I don't really read a whole lot, but I do listen and watch videos, training videos right here. We've got plenty of training videos. So that way you understand what the employee retention credit is. You can let business owners understand without being overkill, going above and beyond, making these business owners. So there's a common thing that happens in sales when we don't keep it short and simple. We actually get a client to be paralyzed. So they analyze and then they're paralyzed. Okay, because we're giving them way too much information. Again, all I want to do is I want to get these business owners on a call. That is my main intention. And once I do that, they get on a call with the professionals, then I'm done. If the professionals say they qualify, they're going to handle it from there. If they don't qualify, cool. Hey, see you later. But again, the point here is to get them on a call. Now, so let's say that I'm running into a business and they are, they're a little skeptical. Okay, that's great. Everybody should be a little skeptical, but I want to go in and I want to talk to, let's say I'm going into my local dentist office. So I would want to make sure that I print this out before walking in there. Now, if you're not a dentist, you probably don't understand what a lot of these names are, but I promise you walk into a dentist, these are massive brands within the dentist industry. Okay, so I walk in here, hey, here are some of our clients. This is what we do. Okay, we help these businesses. These are specific businesses here who have already gotten refunds from the government with the employee retention credit. So, guys, understand that the list goes on and on here. I can walk into any of these businesses that I choose to. I want to walk into my local bank, mortgage lender, right? As long as it's not like a big name bank, because they already have their own accounting firms who deal with this, then I would want to bring this here. Okay, so there's plenty of different flyers here per industry of what we're dealing with. Okay, and then also, if I want to send out emails, okay, I'm not a big fan of email campaigns to people who you don't know and you're trying to get them interested into the employee retention credit. What that's going to do is they may read an email and then they may search it online and they might not contact you, right? What I'd like to do is I'd like to contact these people first and then be in contact with them regularly, day 1, day 3, day 5, day 7, and then between maybe shoot them an email or so. But we do have email templates here for you to use. And then as well as graphics. So, I was saying, hey, these are some of the massive companies that Bottom Line Concepts has worked with. Now, understand, Bottom Line Concepts is the business that I am referring these businesses to, right? Bottom Line Concepts is the business that we work with hand in hand in order for them to get those credits for those business owners. So, we're talking about McDonald's, Rolex, Domino's, okay? So any what's the right word here? Any anticipation or any anxiety from a business owner should be quelled with this. This is really good stuff here that I can print out, I can have ready, I can have on my iPad, my phone, whatever the case may be. Guys, take a look at this. There are some massive, massive brands in here. Outback, Denny's. That's huge. CBS, right? So we're not talking about a small mom and pop operation here. We're talking about a massive company that helps businesses get credits from the government, okay? So typically what we'd like to do here at the end of our call is answer any questions. So I want to leave a couple of minutes for anybody out there who wants to type in a question. I know we're live on a couple of different platforms here, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of those. So we'll give it just a moment here. All right, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Phenomenal. So what I want to do here, guys, is understand every single Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're here for you guys. Now, If you've seen one of our trainings before and you didn't get to ask a question, make sure you join us live. Okay. We really want to make sure that we're answering any questions. I know, a lot of the time we don't want to put ourselves up in front of the class and ask a question, but that's how everybody learns. Okay. So our goal for this week, guys, I want you to go out there. I want you to talk to at least 5 different businesses. Understand it's a law of averages. The more businesses that I talk to, the more businesses that will go through the system and that will get a that tax credit, and then I will make a commission. So if we can just hold ourselves accountable to 5 businesses this week and continue to do so, I know everybody is going to be extremely profitable. So let's go out, let's have a killer week. And please, like always, guys, if you need any additional help, don't hesitate to reach out to Estrada Vega Capital. We're here for you guys. We want to make sure that you are successful. All right. Good night, all.